Sharing time. A lake, a lizard, and lots of sounds. A little whippoorwill bird was singing his wake-up song. AC turned over in his snug sleeping bag. Then AC curled up into a tight ball to try to get his toes warm. Brr, the air was cold. Ha ha, yawn, yawn. AC was slowly waking up. Sniff, sniff. What was that delicious smell? Suddenly, AC sat up straight and sniffed the cold early morning air again. That was it. Now AC remembered. Everyone in his family was on a camping trip at the lake. Grandpa, Grandma, Daddy, Mama, AC, and Wax were all at the lake. Quickly and quietly, AC crawled out of his sleeping bag and put on more warm clothes. AC was quiet because he wanted to be polite to Grandma, who was still sleeping. AC's sweater felt cozy warm as he quietly unzipped the tent flap and stepped outside. Daddy, Mama, Grandpa, and Wax were already awake. There was a campfire snapping and crackling under the coffee pot. Mama was fixing some yummy pancakes in a big black pan. "Good morning, everyone," said AC politely as he came up to the campfire carefully. "Good morning, son," said Daddy as he gave AC a squeeze. "Are you ready for a big day at the lake?" "Oh, yes, Daddy," AC answered. "I think the lake shoreline is so pretty. I see that it is curved in some places and straight in other places." "I notice that the smoke from the campfire does that too," Grandpa told AC. "The smoke goes up in a straight line part of the way and then makes big curves." Suddenly, Mama jumped. "Oh, oh!" Mama called out. "Look, AC! Look, everyone!" Mama was pointing to some rocks near the camp table. There was a blue-green lizard with a darker blue tail. Zoom, zip! AC ran over. Zoom, zip! The little lizard was gone. AC was so pleased he had seen the little lizard. "Lizard reads, uh, uh, uh," AC told Grandpa as he walked back to the warm campfire. "In school last week, we played a game where we acted like we were lizards. We slithered around on our stomachs." AC laughed as he remembered. "I really enjoyed the Leonardo lizard story too. Did you know that Leonardo lizard went camping with his Uncle Louis lobster? While they were camping, Lady Lily Lamb ate a hole in their lilac leaf tent. It all turned out okay though, because they forgave Lady Lily Lamb for chewing up their tent." "That sounds like an exciting story," said Daddy. "As you were telling us about the Leonardo lizard story, AC, I think I heard lots of sound words. I wonder how many things we could name that begin with the letter right here." "Lake," AC said quickly. "Lizard," Mama said. "Leaf," Daddy said. "Lantern," Grandpa said. "Lazy," Grandma laughed as she came out of the tent. Mama grinned and hugged Grandma. Then Daddy said, "Some words end with the L sound too. Can we think of some things that end with L? Ball! AC smiled as he gave the first word. Call, Grandma said. Whippoorwill, Grandpa said as the little bird sang his song again nearby. Full, said Daddy as he put away his plate and patted his full tummy. Everyone laughed. Camping is such fun, AC said. I had a fun time at school too. We painted some little tables and made woven placemats to go on top. I saw those. Daddy nodded. What else did you do last week in school? Well, AC answered thoughtfully. We had a Bible story about Mary and Martha and one about Jesus being baptized by John. We learned about Pastor and how he leads the church. We learned how Miss Secretary works for God too. We played netball and exercised our eyes by looking all around the edges of different objects. You had a busy week, it seems to me, Daddy exclaimed as he and Grandpa, Grandma, Mama, AC, and Wax began to walk along the quiet lake shore. Oh, it is beautiful here, Mama said. Yes, it is lovely, agreed Grandma. Just look at all the pretty sailboats.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70,
71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79 sailboats. AC was out of breath from all the counting. Do you? That is quite a fleet of sailboats, Grandpa said. You never know what you might see when you go camping at the lake. It is so much fun to go camping at the lake with my family, AC said. Oh, thank you, Daddy, for bringing us here.